I know, a lot of you might be thinking na bakit biglang naging Ace Alexander an identity ko to all of my social media accounts and even the way I act, even the way I present myself, to the point na I even met some of my old colleagues and like, si Abdul ba yan? Ang laki ng pinagbago niya because from Abdul Muhaymin Asi into Ace Alexander, it's a real quick transformation, to be honest. Pero hindi nila alam na I built this new version of me, of my alter ego for almost 2 years in a row. Nagtatanong why I want to build that alter ego. You know what, to answer that? Because I have to. Kailangan kong baguhin yung identity ko or to create a new version of me in order for me to survive. Because someone might be thinking na I'm faking myself by creating a new version of me, a new identity. But actually, para sa akin, it isn't about faking anything, but rather it's about tapping into the highest version of myself. The version of myself that is confident, that is fearless. Someone who has boundaries and can always say no if I want to. And most importantly, someone who can take a risk and love himself wholeheartedly. So it's Ace and welcome back to my channel, and for today's episode, pag-usapan natin how I create my alter ego and why you should create yours as well. No, before anything else, how are you all doing, my ladies? Kamusta na kayo? Let me know if you are all doing fine and hopefully kahit ano pang busy nyo sa life nyo, lahat sa mga ganap nyo sa life nyo, hopefully hindi nyo nakakalimutan ang self-care as well as to pray and take life not so seriously, okay? But anyways, let me tell you a personal story of mine because my real name is Abdul Muhaymin Asi. And Abdul is someone who is naturally shy to be honest, and a bit insecure that can even afford a single meal without the support of his parents, and that's so super hesitant niya to take risks as well. Si Abdul is someone who would avoid uncomfortable situations. He always stay in his comfort zone and not really talk to new people. And dati I can even remember it. I wasn't the type of person to go on a solo dates as in, or even invest time in my self-care, to travel alone and to go to karaoke and cinemas alone. Like, in short, Abdul is living a life which is so safe and a quiet space for him. Then ito na nga, I created my alter ego, who is someone I could step into when I needed to show up as my best self. Yung alter ego na yon is named as Ace Alexander. And I am Ace Alexander. Si Ace is everything that Abdul Muhaymin Asi is not. Because Ace is confident. He is bold. He is willing to take risk. Kaya niyang sabihin or mag-draw ng boundaries niya. And for example, like, if I don't want to reply or communicate into small talks, then hindi siya makikipag-communicate. Hindi siya magre-reply. Because Ace is lagi niya pinaprioritize yung sarili niya. Lagi niya pinaprioritize na to go on uncomfortable situations, and he is always willing to correct himself if may mga nagawa siyang below the belt. And Ace is, someone who always put himself out there. Like, lagi niyang tinitake yung sarili niya on a solo dates. Really committed to self-care and growth. Like, even ngayon, Ace is someone who can speak in front of you, in front of the camera, and be his authentic self. I am that. I am Ace Alexander now. See, the idea of an alter ego isn't new, to be honest. Kasi nga, some of the most famous people in the world use this technique. Take Beyonce, for example. Kasi nga, she's, spoken openly about her alter ego, which is si Sasha Fierce. And sabi niya, si Sasha Fierce daw was the version of her that she would step into when she needed to perform on stage. Si Sasha daw is, siya yung type of a person to bring that bold, powerful energy that help her dominate the spotlight. Pagka off stage daw, siya daw talaga si Beyonce, which is si Beyonce is someone who is so soft-spoken and very grounded version of her. When, she becomes Sasha, she turns into this unstoppable force. Like, as in, nag-iiba daw lahat ng aura niya, lahat-lahat. Disclaimer lang, I didn't create my alter ego just because I'm a fan of Beyonce. Like, I want to be entitled as well. Like, no, it's a very no. That's not my reason. But you know what, mga te, alter ego is not about pretending to be someone you are not. Because honestly, it is about stepping into the version of yourself that's already inside you, waiting to be unleashed. Some of you might think out there or watching this right now na, I want to become confident, religious man, or kahit ano pang ideal version ng sarili mo. I know, meron kayong mga ganong idealism, di ba? And you know what? That is the alter ego. It is same as alter ego because instead of waiting for the version of yourself, you instead embody and act like you are already that person. It is like hindi mo na pinafantasize or hinihintay yung ideal version of yourself, but instead you are already him or her. And hopefully nagigets yung point ko because you are already embodying it without, waiting for the right time. And also mga te, before you create your alter ego, please lang, I suggest na tanungin nyo muna yung sarili nyo like why you should create an alter ego. Or it is really important to think na you are creating this version of you hindi lamang para sa ibang tao, hindi para sa validation ng ibang tao, but you are creating it for yourself, for your inner child and for your future self. Kasi mahirap din, na you are just creating this new version of you just for the validation of other people. Kasi kahit na you already have that ideal version of you, you are not authentic to yourself. Kasi nga ginagawa mo lang yon para sa iba, which is not an ideal thing to do. Para sa akin mga te, alter ego really helps you to separate your doubts and insecurities from your actions. Because when you step into your alter ego, you are leaving behind your old version of yourself, like a version of yourself that's holding you back. Because when you step in your alter ego, you are now embracing a new mindset, which is someone na mas aligned sa'yo on who you want to be. Because for example, sa situation ko for me, Abdul is so cautious, like sobrang shy niya. But Ace Alexander, like girl, Ace doesn't worry about what other people think of him. He doesn't give a fuck anymore. Kasi pagod na siya sa mga opinion ng iba and naisip niya na yung opinion ng iba will not pay his bills. You know what I'm saying? Will not pay even a small set of meal. Like si Ace is he was someone who shows up like ready to conquer whatever comes on his way. You know what mga te? Believe it or not. After I embody Ace, like girl, I'm telling you, even the way I look, even the way I act, as in, nag-iba talaga lahat. The way I look, the way I act, the way I dress up. It is really like a new person. And I fucking love it. You know what mga te? Creating an alter ego allows you to really visualize your highest potential. Like ask yourself, tanungin mo ang sarili mo, who do you want to be? What does the most confident, capable version of yourself look like? Kasi for me your alter ego is the reflection of that. It's not about pretending. It is about becoming. I repeat, it is not about pretending, but rather it is about becoming. Becoming that ideal and highest version of you. Because you are now giving yourself the permission to step into that greatness, even when you don't feel ready at all. So how do you create your alter ego? Ito yung mga tips ko sa'yo te. Like first, identify the areas where you feel limited. Tanungin mo yung sarili mo, where do I feel shy? Where do I feel insecure or afraid to take risk? That's where you need your alter ego the most. Because for me, for example, Abdul Muhaymin Asi was just too reserved, too afraid to step out of his comfort zone, especially sa social media. So that is why I needed Ace. I needed Ace Alexander to help me break through that barrier, to show who I really want to be and like what I really want to do in life. Next tip ko sa'yo te is to design your alter ego. Like ano ba yung qualities, ano ba yung characteristics ng alter ego mo? How do they walk? How do they talk? And how they show up in the world? Like isipin mo na lang how confident they are in a very good way, not in a very OA confidence, no. Like their energy, their presence. Kasi for example, Ace is so bold, like outgoing, always ready to take new challenges, which is kabaliktaran ni Abdul nga, di ba sabi ko, who is very reserved. And as I have said earlier, paulit-ulit, na you must create your alter ego based on the sustainability that you need. I know I am a bit aggressive na talking about this, but for me, this is the most important thing, as in, to give your alter ego a name. As in, this might sound simple but it is the most important thing. Because isipin mo na lang na yung name na ibibigay mo is someone who is very bagay sa ideal version mo. Kasi nga, it really works like a magic. As in, it gives something to mentally switch into when you need to show up as your best self. Because for example, ganito, sa school, yung old version of you is sobrang takot to speak in front of the class, then pause for a second. Take a deep breath and isipin mo how your alter ego would act in that situation. For example, my name for my alter ego is Ace Alexander because it sounds powerful and confident for me. Like, kaya niyang magsalita in front of the class like everything I want to embody is nasa sa kanya niya. And when I'm stepping into that version of myself, everything change. And yung feeling anxious, nawawala yun lahat. And when you feel in that situation, when you feel so nervous and anxious, ask yourself, how would my highest version of myself act in that way? Like, act like you are your highest version already. That's what I really want to say about you, te. O mga te, I know may mga nag-iisip dyan sa inyo. I know I'm not saying to abandon who you are at your core. Don't abandon your old self. For me, for example, Abdul Muhaimin is still me. And there's nothing wrong with being shy or being reserved. But ang gusto ko lang sabihin here is having an alter ego allows me to access the part of myself that I might not tap into otherwise. Because parang like you are putting on a suit of an armor which is sometimes you need to take that extra boost to face the war. Diba? And to become more protected and more prepared. And that's how it works. You know what the best part is? You can start right now. Hindi mo na need ng permission ng ibang tao to become the person you've always wanted to be. Ang need mo lang talaga, te, is the willingness to take that first step. To say na today, I'm showing up as the best version of myself. And listen to me. I challenge you to fucking create your own alter ego. Think about the qualities you want to embody. Give them a name. And start stepping into that role when you need to. Whether you are about to go on a meeting, make a big decision, or just step out of your comfort zone, ask yourself, what would my alter ego do? What would my highest version do? Kasi you know what, I believe then na it really works. Like it worked for Beyonce, it works for me, especially it will work on you. And just fucking try it. Because you got this, babe. I believe in you. That's all for today, mga te. And if you found this discussion helpful, please share it with someone who might need it. And, take care of yourself as always. Lagi ko niyang sinasabi sa inyo. And keep shining your light. Usap tayo next Wednesday because I have something special sa inyo and hopefully you could catch up. Yeah, that's all for today. And yeah, I love you as always and mabuhay. Take care of yourselves. Mabuhay.